You're about to buy a house in Houston and you're gonna freak out when you get the inspection report. Don't do it, we've got you covered. Of course, inspectors are paid to find everything wrong with their house. You can work through it, it's gonna be okay. Today we're gonna focus on the big ones: roof, foundation, underground plumbing, stucco, and the terrifying termite. Let's get in. Let's start with roof. Roofs, we've got hurricanes, we've got storms, we've got wind from the coast. Insurance companies now are really scrutinizing roofs. They want you to have a roof that's 12 to 15 at the very max. If you're getting over 15 years old, you're probably gonna start to get dinged by your insurance company. The good news is, if you're in that threshold, 12, 13, 14, a lot of times you can do a roof tune-up for $500 to $1,250, depending on what needs to be done. And then you can prolong the age of your roof for another, hopefully 3 to 5 to 7 years. But just know, if your roof is over 15, you're probably gonna get a little bit of a hickey on your insurance premium. But on your inspection report, expect there to be flashing that's loose, air vents that need to be caulked, missing shingles that might have blown off. But for the most part, if your roof is 12, 13 years or newer, it's gonna be rather low cost to get your roof tuned up and keep it ready to go for another few years. Don't freak out on the roof. Now, if your roof is 20 or 21 years old, you're getting a new roof. Freak out, get it. Don't freak out really, but you gotta get a new roof. The second thing we're gonna talk about on the list today is underground plumbing. Now, if you're buying a house that's built post around 1975, you're probably gonna be okay on underground plumbing. If you want to, by all means, get it checked. But what I'm referring to is the type of underground plumbing. Pre-1970, I just had one 1972, about 1972, 1975-ish, you're gonna have a lot of the underground plumbing in houses built that age or older be made of one, either cast iron, clay, concrete, maybe something else, I don't know. That's common in Houston. But you're thinking, wow, iron plumbing, that ought to last forever. Iron underground in damp soil for 50, 60, 70 years begins to deteriorate with pressure from our soil. Roots and movement begins to turn into rust and disintegrate. It can be very, very costly to get your underground plumbing repaired. Could be 10, could be 20. I've seen up to $40,000 before. If you've got a home with a kitchen and bathroom in the middle of the home, you got a tunnel underneath to get it done, or they have to demo all your floors. You definitely want to get a hydrostatic test if you're buying a house built before 1975, maybe even a little bit newer, just to be safe, because there's a good chance your underground plumbing could be compromised. Check it out, do yourself a favor. The third thing we're gonna talk about that's gonna come up on your inspection report and you're gonna freak out about is your foundation. In Texas, a lot of people say we've got gumbo. We're on the coast, we've got gumbo for soil. The thing I always say about living in Houston is, if you haven't had foundation troubles, you've either got them now or you're gonna have them in the near future. Be prepared for foundation problems in Houston. A lot of people will move here from Colorado, maybe Kansas, Nebraska. I guess their soil is clean and easy. I don't know, I'm not a soil guy. Their soil is clean and easy. No foundation troubles. You got basements and everything. Here, we're on a waterbed. I mean, our soil is moving at all times, depending on how dry it is, how wet it is, whether we're flooding, whether we've got hurricanes, when it's cold, when it's hot. Be prepared for there to be some movement in your foundation. When it comes to foundation, if you're buying a house that has had previous foundation, a lot of times that's a good thing. That means you've got it done. It's gonna be under warranty for the most part. You just wanna verify that warranty and make sure everything is good for now. If you see some settling, if you see diagonal cracks in the brick, if you see cracks over the corners of your windows, or if you see brick pulling away on the outside or windows pulling away on the outside, you definitely want to have a foundation specialist look at it. It's not the end of the world. Sometimes it can get very costly. Check it out. They'll get a plan and you can move forward. Don't automatically leave a house because of foundation issues. Your last one is the ever terrifying wood destroying insects. Of course, we've got your subterranean termites. You've got, in specific areas, your dry wood, and you've got your carpenter ants and your wood-borne beetles, etc. The main ones that freak everybody out are your subterranean termites. They're gonna get in your house, they're gonna eat your house from the inside. you could be looking at your house and it looks perfectly clean, but it's being eaten from inside. Rest assured, you're gonna get a WDI, wood destroying insect report. It's gonna call those out, and a lot of times your pest control guy can say, I see them in a couple spots. You're gonna be okay. Your house is not gonna fall down all around you, but you definitely wanna get that treated and maintain your warranty. Every year, every 18 months, you for sure at least wanna get a termite inspection while they're exterminating. Mine, every 3 months. Boom, I don't want any troubles. The last one we're gonna get into today is one of my biggest worries, although we deal with it and work through it all the time, is stucco. You've got all these new beautiful stucco homes, Upper Kirby, Montrose, the Heights, a lot of them in the suburbs as well. You got stucco everywhere. Everybody likes the vibe, they feel like they're on vacation, they want a stucco house. The thing is that stucco needs to be maintained at a great level. Every couple years you need to be caulking, sealing, making sure there's no cracks, etc. The thing about stucco is your home could look beautiful from the inside, but what's happening is it's falling down and deteriorating from the inside. Don't let me scare you, but if you're buying a stucco house, you want to do a stucco inspection. They drill little penetrations into the stucco to measure the moisture inside, measure your studs to see if your studs are crumbling, because the thing is that once stucco is penetrated, we've got a very humid climate in Houston, and it's not, if your stucco is not caulked appropriately and sealed appropriately, you get moisture inside. It cannot escape. Moisture inside, imagine yourself being in a steam room for too long. You're gonna get really peely, you're gonna get really grapey, and you may wither to the floor. I don't know, don't stay in the sauna too long. The point is that your stucco may look beautiful from the outside, but if there are penetrations with moisture inside, your studs are deteriorating inside. Always do a stucco inspection, because that's the one thing that you cannot tell. You can't see inside stucco walls to know if your framework is still holding up your house or if it's just a beautiful facade and your house is not being held up by anything. Stucco inspection, it's separate from your regular structural, mechanical, and WDI. It is a stucco inspection. A whole different guy is gonna do that. Those are your 5 terrifying things that are gonna come up on your inspection, amongst the others, that you'll need to address. If you've got any questions on these, I'm here. You can hit me up anytime. Your guy Kenny. See ya. If you found this video helpful, we'd love for you to subscribe and check out our others. Thanks for watching.